I see what ho, chaps and chappets, Game Chap and Bertie here. Yes, Videos, goodness me, and I dare say we are investigating here some really remarkable, unused features which have returned to Minecraft thanks to the power of modding by Stormist, you know.
Yes, unused features return, so watch them all and learn!
Oh, yes, very good. Let's go, shall we?
Oh, yes!
Now, Videos, this of course adds back into the game this modification many and indeed nearly all things that were previously in Minecraft but were cancelled, scrapped or removed for one reason or another.
What, you mean in the code, but they were never put in?
That's right, like that, and of course in the idea stage. Now, what do we have here, old chap?
Oh, this is very interesting and rather fun. As you can see, this is the Uncle Bob meter, and here is a recipe. 3 sticks, some hay, hey, look at that, and one of those pumpkins. Now, what do you think it makes?
That makes a lollipop, old boy.
Ah, let's go and have a look.
Very well. As you can see in this field videos, we have a Scarecrow, you know.
We certainly do. Now, apparently, this was one of the things.
There it is, as you can see. Now, indeed, quite cleverly modelled. It consists, as you can see, of a hay and pumpkin head. And what's the idea of it, old chap?
Ah, well, the idea, I think it scares things, actually. And it was supposed to attract monsters, I think, originally.
Oh, that's clever. So this Scarecrow, actually, according to the Mojang specification, was to attract baddies for you.
Most certainly, but look what happens when you put a zombie down. You'll see.
It burns in the sunlight, old chap.
Oh, it's not a zombie.
That's a strange zombie.
There we are. Have one of those.
It's on peaceful mode.
Is it? No. Oh, turn it off, quick. Right,
Go on, old chap.
Look,
oh, yes.
The zombie is attracted, you see.
Oh, as you can see, the zombie was attracted and he actually broke down the Scarecrow with a single punch before everybody slew him, you know.
Yes, so in some ways I suppose it protects the villagers somehow as well as the crops.
That's right, so the idea here is the villagers won't instead be mauled by the zombies, but rather the zombies will go for the Scarecrows instead. A very clever idea.
It most certainly was, and it was one of the things that was going to be in the game. Do you think it should be in the game? Where are you? What do they think?
I think so, but I think it's a very good idea, you know. Yeah. Now, next videos, of course, what idea say, what would be better than redstone, old chap? Can you think?
Redstone, gerbils.
No, not those. Well, of course, this next feature was originally designed by Mr. Notch as an idea for an electric current, but it was eventually replaced by redstone. Now, these are, of course, gears complete with their own animations.
My goodness me, so these were gears, and actually Mr. Notch or Mr. Jeb had an idea for these to replace redstone or be instead of?
That's right, these are of course the predecessor, if you will, of redstone. Now interestingly, they can also be placed on the walls and they will supply an electric or redstone current to all blocks around them, as you can see.
Ah, so in the mod then, they do supply current?
They do, old boy, and unlike redstone, you can of course, as you can see there, place them all up and down the walls. Marvellous.
Ah, now how are they crafted?
How do you craft metal gear? Why, I don't know, old chap.
Well, I think it's a cross of iron ingots in the old crafting table, and that makes these.
A plus sign of iron ingots. Very clever.
Yes, a plus sign. So these gears, oh, they're rather fun. But what else have we got that was never put in?
So, Beverly, where are you going, I say? What do we have here? Oh, goodness, old chap. What's all this, then?
Well, apparently these were models that were also going to be in the game. Rana's there, as you can see.
Oh, Rana, or Lana, as you can see, the little frog girl. She is, of course, here, along with an interesting variation on Steve's character model. Just think at one time, this might have been Steve, I say.
Well, it could have been, and the Beast Boy as well, I believe.
The Beast Boy? Beverly, do you not like him or something, I say? Well, what's that? Oh, she's going to kill him, old chap! So, as you can see then, Tails, these models also have quite a high poly or polygon count for Minecraft. They're quite well detailed, considering most things in Minecraft are just blocky.
They most certainly are. Now, whether they were originally planned to be like this or not, we don't know, but, well, they look quite good, don't they? Could we have Steve instead of these?
Well, I don't know.
Or these instead of Steve?
Mr. Notch, of course, scrapped these eventually for some reason. I do think they have a certain cutesy Minecrafty type appeal, you know.
Yes, but then they're a bit stupid, I suppose, and they're not gerbils, so go away!
Oh, nice view. What's next, old chap?
Well, what's next is apparently something that was originally going to be like a replacement for a bed.
Really? A spawn point replacement? Now, this was, of course, Mr. Jeb's initial idea, but it was scrapped. What have you got there, my dear? Ah!
Beverly's got it.
There you are. As you can see, she's showing us here some crying obsidian. This is, of course, like regular obsidian, except, well, it's crying, old chap.
Yes, it's crying. It's sort of got things on it that make it look it's crying, I suppose.
A crying shame, you know. Now,
yes.
Of course, you can craft this in the mod with what, old boy?
Obsidian surrounded by some lapis, I think.
In a plus shape once more, of course,
yes,
around the obsidian, and indeed that would have been your spawn point at one stage, Fails, but of course, now you can sleep safely in your bed instead.
Yes, so what would you like? This or beds? This or beds? This or beds?
So what do we have here, old chap?
Ah, well look what I'm standing on.
Oh, well, slabs of some sort.
Slabs, yes, dirt slabs.
Dirt slabs?
Yes, apparently Mr. Notch was going to originally use these to test how the other slabs worked before he made them.
Ah, but of course Mr. Notch must have thought that dirt slabs weren't a very good idea, so instead we've used them here to make a little bridge, and as you can see, I do think they have an aesthetic appeal, you know.
Well, I suppose they do in a way, and you can craft them apparently by, I think it's three pieces of dirt in the bottom of the crafting table, actually.
Really? That gives you dirt slabs? There you go, Fails, an interesting take on the slabs, although I don't think really that they should be in the game by myself.
Really? Well look, why don't you stand on that bridge and I'll knock one of the slabs out and see what happens.
That's a bad idea. So what do we have on the floor this time, old chap?
Aha, now this is a really interesting one. I think rather fun. These are lanterns.
Lanterns?
Yes, now apparently, Mr. Notch said, well, he didn't say, but he was going to put these in a game apparently because torches originally were supposed to run out, you see, and this was a permanent source of light.
Oh, that's right, of course.
Yes.
Torches fails would have eventually burned out, but the community thought that's a terrible idea. So if you held this lantern, as you can see in your inventory, it instead follows you around and actually lights up the area wherever you're walking.
Aha, so you can't actually place it down then?
No,
yes, you can.
Oh,
Hey, look, you can.
That's very clever. Now, as you can see, this is ideal when going cave exploring because, of course, it lights the cave up wherever you go. No more nasty surprises, you know.
Aha, as long as you've got it in the inventory.
That's right, of course. Now, indeed, I do think this is perhaps a rather good idea, but torches should never burn down, old chap. Now, how do you craft these lanterns, I say?
Well, you get a piece of iron ingot, I think, above and below a piece of
glowstone.
Glowstone, dust.
Good show, good
yes,
show.
So these are rather fun, are they not?
Right, in this abandoned house, fellows, actually it's not abandoned at all. Inside this house, there are various kinds of abandoned old villages. As you can see, we have here, let's shut the door. Oh, good day, Barty, come inside, I say.
Can I come in, please? Get this buffoon out and let me in.
Here, fellows, is a green villager. Now, this chap is, of course, in the game's files. He was removed in 1.8, and he's rather rare. In fact, you can't find him in the standard version of the game.
No, you can't, no. So they were originally going to have him. I wonder what he was supposed to do, or trade you, or whatever.
I'm not sure, but he is, of course, the standard villager in his green robe. And my word, there's pigment villagers here, you know.
Yes, these pigmen now, apparently, they say that these were supposed to inhabit the villages instead of the villagers.
And look at this, they trade for rubies, which is the old version of the emerald. I wonder if that means there's rubies in the game too.
Ah, yes. Now, do you remember the old ruby ore? Mr. Jebony's ruby ore.
I remember the ruby ore, but of course that was changed to emeralds, wasn't it, old chap?
It certainly was.
Let's have a look here. As you can see, oh yes, there we go, that's the old texture, old chap. Lovely.
Yes, now apparently, yes, that's in the game as well.
Really?
Yes, ruby ore, which is they were going to put in, but they took it out in favour of emeralds. I don't know why. I like ruby.
Yes, I do too, old boy.
Right, now, do you ever wish there was more furniture in Minecraft?
Oh yes, I do, and what do we have here? As you
yes.
the mayor's usual table and chairs have been replaced with natural-looking ones in the game.
Yes, now apparently these sprites were in the files somewhere, but they were never used.
Really, in the game's files, you can even sit on them, as you can see, and I think Minecraft has been missing chairs for many years.
Yeah, chairs for the years, yes, and also tables, and apparently there was a lectern as well. And over here is the crafting recipe for the lectern in this particular mod. As you can see, that's it, a piece of gold, 3 of those, and a book.
Really? The
yes.
lectern? That's, of course, in the next house here. As you can see, there it is. You can close and open the book like so. It is written here, thou shalt not kill. Oh, where does that leave you, Bertie, then?
What? Right, now do you remember in the 1.7 World Changing Update, or whatever it was?
Yes.
That they mentioned cherry trees?
Oh, yes, from the land of the rising sun. These are very beautiful
here they are.
cherry blossom trees, as you can see. Very like these, you know.
Yes,
they are rather pretty, and they have a nice texture, just like in real life. But, of course, they never made it into the game, sadly.
They never made it for some reason. Yes, there was a little song to go with it. Me and my cherry tree, I'm sitting here with just my gerbil and me.
It suits you very well, Reverend. Ignore him, I say.
It's a popular song, you know.
Well, I say, oh, behind the tree there's something hidden here, old chap.
Oh, yes, no, this is something else. This is a chest, you know, everyone knows that.
Ah, yes, but as you can see, that looks like the old Minecraft chest.
The old one, I think it is.
Ah, that's because, as you can see, this is a reference to the April the 1st, 2011 April Fool's Day joke, as you can see there.
Yes.
Pressing go to store takes you to the Minecraft store. That's a TF2 joke, of course, officially in the game at one point.
Yes, it was officially there. How do you open it?
You right-click it, of course.
It's in my chest!
It's lovely! They've seen it! Right, and this brings us to something that was in the game's texture files for a long time, but was never used.
It most certainly does, yes indeed, and a lot of people like the idea. Here we are, there.
Ah,
something for you there.
That's interesting. It's, of course, a quiver full of arrows. Now,
the
implementation in this mod's rather clever because it serves 2 purposes.
Yes.
Firstly, of course, you have the quiver and the bow, but if you equip the quiver, like so, you can use the old-style machine gun bow.
Ah, the old machine gun bow, look at it go!
Who recalls that, I say?
Yes, oh, look at that.
That's classic Minecraft right there.
Yes, whatever happened to that? That was great.
They took it out in 1.8.
Well, why did they do it? Because it was great.
I don't know, it's not rhyme time, you know.
Well, they took it out in 1.8. Now, you may remember, everyone knows about the horses, but do you remember these?
What?
Well, you don't because they didn't put them in, but there we are.
Ah, there you
Look
go,
at
videos. Look at those, I say. Zombie horses. Now, of course, these burn in the sunlight, which is why they're currently going for a swim.
No, certainly. So they were going to be added, but they weren't, these horses.
That's right, you can't ride them, of course. I wonder if you can tame them, old chap. No, I don't think you can. They're nasty.
Ah, but do we want them in the game now?
They're hostile, as you can see, Beverly hates them.
Yes, she does, yes.
Now, fellows, this of course brings us to our next subject, spikes, you know.
Spikes, yes. Now look at these. These are rather fun, are they not? Look at that.
These weren't in Minecraft, old chap.
Well, apparently Mr. Jib was going to add them. It was an idea, I think, as an idea to somehow pull blocks before he thought of sticky pistons.
Oh, so they were going to be attached to the ends of pistons to pull other blocks. Well, in this mod, as you can see, they're rather nasty little critters that give you 2 hearts of damage. I say, very painful, you know.
They most certainly are. These are fun, aren't they, to keep away bad things. You can craft them in the recipe, I think, by 3 wooden blocks in the bottom and 2 iron ingots in the top.
And 2 woodstone planks.
And 2, don't forget your woodstone planks, I don't...
Where are you, buddy?
I'm up here on Mr. Mayor's roof to investigate the next thing. Look at this, everyone knows what this is, an egg. But, do you remember the red dragons that Mr. Notch said he was going to add?
Is this what I think it is, old chap?
Yes, I hope he added a PS to his message to Mr. Bill Gates.
Yes, indeed, as you can say. Oh my word, what? It's a red dragon egg, fellows. They were.
Yes.
These were, of course, intended to spawn in the overworld by Mr. Notch, but unlike the ender dragons, they don't phase through the terrain.
Ah, well, they're rather useful. Now, whether or not they would have looked like this, or different or smaller, we don't know. But they were going to be put in the game by Mr. Notch, but then they were abandoned.
Yes, for some sad reason, but indeed they were planned. They were.
Yes, well, maybe the whole thing was dragging on a bit.
Now, fellows, the modification author assures us that this particular brand of leather chain armor was also planned for Minecraft at one point.
Really? Are you sure?
I'm not 100% on this one, but he seems to think so. As you can see, that's what it looks like when on your body.
I don't know, son. I've never heard of that before.
But it might be true.
It might be.
Right, we've converted the blacksmith to a potion room because these are, of course, unused potions in the game.
Yes, apparently these were going to be put in, but never used. Now, let's see what they are. Aha! A potion of blindness. There's one there.
Ah, now these are, of course, effects you can get in Minecraft, but you can't actually make the potion for them. Oh, I say, very nasty.
Yes, very nice. And here we are. Here's one of slow mining. That's handy for you, isn't it?
Slow mining, of course, slows down your digging. I believe it's known as mining fatigue or some such. Let's have a look. Yes, mining fatigue. There we go.
Go and try mine then.
Well, I can't create. Oh, yes, it slows you down. And what's last, chap?
Last, the potion of, calling for Bill and Huey. There we are.
The potion of Sigma. Oh, not this one again, I say, please. Oh, I hate nausea. This is horrible, I say.
That's it. Chug it all down.
Oh, I've been sick. I do apologise.
Oh.
Now, look here, fellas. This, of course, we've seen before in Minecraft, but they actually took out the famous rose in Minecraft 1.8 or 7, was it, old chap?
Yes. So, in this mod, they're back. Hang on a minute.
Yes?
I've got a question.
Oh,
what
no.
did you take me rose out for?
Not now.
I wanted me rose out.
Shut up, man. Not now, I said, for goodness sakes. They removed this, of course, in Minecraft 1.7, but this modification brings back roses and rose red dye.
Oh, roses, we're tipping through the roses.
My word, fellas, what an amazing collection of vintage Minecraft features which have been rebirthed thanks to this clever technology, you know.
Well, yes, the whole thing can add some nostalgic joy to your Minecraft life.
What's he going on about, I said?
Well, I thought that was quite poetic. Anyway, look, there's something we haven't shown.
What's that?
Yes, also they were going to include huge, great big giants as well.
Oh, yes, of course, giants, that's right.
But they never did, and apparently they were supposed to look like this.
What? No, not giants! For goodness sake, what have you done? You can't spawn giants like that, old boy!
Well, I was just showing them. Just forget about it, just concentrate on the whole thing. Anyway, these were the giants, and they're very good, aren't they? Oh, quick, let's go.
Giant attack! Jump this way, very quickly, I say. We look forward to seeing you else again. Join us at I say. Until then.
Don't worry, Mr. Mayor, we'll return